3 weeks away. Why is this guy dressed up like an Easter egg? The rest of you are probably thinking that I'm still hung up over the Broncos Super Bowl win. I want to start out telling you a little bit of what happened to me in 1974. I was taking a class in high school that changed my life in the direction that it took forever. I took a class in computer programming. Now, this is 1974, and the high school had a single teletype machine with a paper tape reader that would go through it. But at the same time, so all of the students had to share this machine. At the same time, my father worked at Colorado State University, and he had a research project. And the research project had purchased a portable teletype machine that he was able to bring home. Basically, I got to do home computing a decade before anybody else. Now, during this course, I wrote a little program that was a skiing simulation program. And I wanted to make it so that every time that you played the game, that it would produce different results. Now, as it turns out, in most computer programming languages, there is a function called a random number generator. The problem is, it's not really random. It pulls these numbers out of the table, and you get the exact same random numbers every single time that you call the random number generator. However, if you multiply that random number times the current time down to the second, you get a different result every single time. This was the first little trick that I learned with computers. And this technique is actually still used by gamers today. Yeah, I got an A in the class. So obviously I've been around here for a long time in the computer industry. And when Facebook first came out, the only people that could get in was college kids. Facebook was just for college kids. All my kids were obviously on Facebook. I couldn't get in. As soon as they opened it up, then I very quickly actually started acquiring more friends than my kids did, much to their dismay. Now, a lot of people are wondering, how can you actually make money with Facebook? And this is what my wife thinks I should do. Go to my account, turn it off, and get back to work. The reality is that if you take how long Facebook has been in existence and you multiply that times the number of users that they have acquired over that time, times the minimum wage, times about 20 minutes a day, over $3.5 trillion has been squandered in productivity. Now, personally, I wonder what Facebook employees do to waste their time at work. How many people out there have one of these? Most of you, right? Well, I'm not going to tell you to turn it off. I'm going to tell you to turn it on. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a selfie here that's going to be bigger than when I did this with Ellen. All right, so everybody take a selfie while I'm taking a picture of you guys taking a selfie. You ready? If anybody would like to get a selfie with the book or get an autograph of the book like Donny Osmond did, I'll be in the back of the room and be happy to do that. Now, here's kind of what I wanted to leave you with is that back at the beginning I talked about this random number generator, how you multiply it by your time. Well, if you take all these events that kind of appear to be random events in your life, and you multiply that by some kind of an action, you're going to get results. I want to actually tell you a little bit here about what happened to me last Saturday. I got woken up about 5 minutes to 6 with a phone call letting me know that a good friend of mine had just passed. The night before, he'd been at a meeting, and he actually excused himself from the meeting. He was coughing, went to the restroom, and never came out. I've been meeting with him every week for the last year. He was part of my mastermind group. And he had a message out there. He was a scientist. He wanted to get this message out to the world. But he never did. He died with the music still inside of him. Right after I leave here today, I'm actually going to his memorial service. And I don't want that to happen to you. you need to take action on what you've learned here today. Thank you very much.